Hey guys, so I'm over here on this second property, and I was talking to the owner, and this is the property here. It's all this. It's got a pool and everything over on the other side. It's got a long driveway. Got all that down there. So he wants to hire me. I was talking to him. I got a brush cutter, you know. Like I've said in other videos, I'm forever selling myself. But in order to sell yourself, you got to put yourself in a spot so you can, you know. So I told him I had the brush cutter with a skid steer, and he's wanting me to go through his property and do all this road and stuff. He wants to smooth this out with the Bobcat. This is the leach field for his septic system. So it needs to be smoother, you know, so we can put a lawnmower on the regular. See all the big humps and stuff in it. It's pretty bad. You know, we can take some of the dirt here and move it down to here. I mean, it just keeps filling these. It just looks like a piss poor job on whoever did the septic grading over here. But that's just another thing that has come up today, just here in the last 30 minutes. More work, man. You know, more work, man. There's work out here, but you know, you got to put yourself in a scenario to be able to take on jobs. Like this job right here, where he wants me to go through here and clean out some of these woods. Man, that job pays top dollar, man. You know, so. And the state keeps you busy, you know. But I couldn't do that if I wasn't willing to last year take a chance with a Bobcat. This year take a chance with a trailer for the Bobcat, and then just the other day a brush cutter for the Bobcat. See, if you don't take chances, then you know, you're not gonna be able to make the kind of money that I make out here, or have the potential to make the kind of money that I make. You know. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the brush cutter now. I was feeling good about it all along. And remember, it's always a calculated risk. It's not, you know, I would never have taken every dollar I got in the bank and put it on a brush cutter for the Bobcat. You know, you don't want to do that. But what you want to do is you want to minimize your expenses during the season, and then at the end of the season, you can count your money. You know, I don't really even count my money during the season. I'm too busy. You know, working, managing the other truck, fixing stuff, chasing parts, fixing mowers. You know, so I don't have time for all that in the wintertime. I mean, in the summertime. But what I do is I bank my money, because I know the off season is coming, which is now. And I know, even though I might not know what I want to do with the money that I've saved other than live on it, and I could do that too. I could just hold that money up and live on it all winter, and then start back up in April of next year. But that ain't how I roll, man. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit around and wait on summertime to come. You know, I'm proactive in my business. I'm proactive in my work. I'm gonna make sure that if I can save some money for the summer in the summertime, and then come the fall, I'm gonna make sure that I've taken care of my business to a point where I can let go of a chunk of money on a piece of equipment, truck, trailer. You know, all the things that I need for the following season. Now, last year was the biggest purchase I ever made, was a T190. But man, it's paid dividends. It's paid dividends. Of course, you know, a lot of sacrifice goes into buying big boy equipment, but you got to get through the summers. You got to make it through the summers without any major catastrophe. You know, uh, where you got to, you don't want to have to spend $4 or $5,000 on something that's avoidable. You know, for instance, this year one of my mowers went down. The engine screwed up on it, and I thought that I was going to have to pay the $3,500 for another engine on it. And come to find out, it was under warranty. Now, if you went and bought a $4,000 lawnmower, it wouldn't be under warranty like mine was. My mower was $10,000. You know, and when you buy a mower like that, not only are you buying a quality mower, but you're also buying the warranty to stand behind that mower. And if I'd have had to spend, $3,500 to $4,000 on the engine for one of my machines, then that would have set me back. I wouldn't have been able to. I don't want to say I wouldn't be able to, but I would be more less likely to pull the trigger on a trailer for the Bobcat. I might have had to wait another year. Now, getting a truck was something that I was going to do no matter what. I had to have a truck, but the truck didn't cost me a bunch of money because I'm financing it. All my equipment and stuff, I don't finance equipment. It's all paid for. Now, I did take a note out for $10,000 on the Bobcat, and then I had $14,000 in cash that I paid on it. But all that's paid for now. So this one summer, y'all, this past season, 2019, I was able to pay off my skid steer. I was able to buy an additional trailer for the skid steer. I was able to buy tracks for the skid steer. I was able to, it's a given to pay all my bills. Now, what I do, and I don't know if it's smart or not, but what I do during the summertime is I make my house note. Like right now, I don't owe another house payment until April 1st. You know, I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do because, their whole, you're paying interest and stuff, but you would pay that anyway. What it does do, it frees me up, my money up. So if I run into some good deal on equipment, or if I run into a job that I need some financing on or whatever, I don't know how much money that I don't need to make my mortgage. I don't need because it's paid until April. April the 1st is when I owe the next mortgage. And so, that don't happen by mistake. That is a methodical thing that I do every season. During the summer, when I'm making $600, $700, $800 a day, I am banking my money, and I am not blowing it on stupid shit. I don't blow my money on mechanic dealer parts and things like that. I fix all my equipment myself for the most part. I don't blow my money on out to eat, video games, anything like that. During the summer, I bank my money, because he who has more money in the off season can do more things, can pull the trigger on other things besides just cutting grass. And so by the fact that I paid off the Bobcat, and by the fact that I got my mortgage paid until April, and by the fact that I bought a Gator-made trailer, I couldn't have done none of those things if I wasn't smart with my money back in June and July and August. So those are the kind of things that you have to be aware of. Just because you're making, and it's just an example, just because you're making $800 a day doesn't mean that you need to spend 600 of it. If I make $800 a day, I'm trying to make $850. That's just how I roll, man. I don't make a whole bunch of money so I can turn around and buy jewelry, name brand tennis shoes, clothes and stuff. No, those things don't make money for me. I like to be able to put my money into things that's going to earn me money, and into things that will pay for itself. The brush coat I bought last week at $3,500, I was slightly worried, not worried, but I was slightly hesitant to do that, But I knew that if I just tell myself, hey man, you got to pull the trigger on this, because this is what it's going to take for you to be able to stay busy during the winter, then uh, and you've done everything right with your money thus far throughout the season. If I didn't have my mortgage paid until April, I probably would not have I bought the brush cutter. If I didn't have my mortgage paid until April, I probably would not have bought the Gator Made trailer that I bought. So, you have to be smart with your money when you are making it, because the season's going to end. Guarantee it. The lucrative summer is only for about 5 or 6 months. And then it's going to end. And I'm not unique in that. I know it's going to end. I'm not special in thinking it's not going to end. And neither are you guys. You're not special. Oh, well, you got work till... But, people are not going to hire you to come cut their grass when it doesn't need it, when there's no grass growing. So, you got to learn to be smart with your money, man. That's the biggest thing. And you got to learn to put the hardcore grind down during the summer, where I don't even, it's like going underwater, not coming up for air all summer long. It's just a constant grind, and I don't have time to spend my money. I make it that way. And when you don't have time to spend your money, then that's a good thing, because that means you're earning more money. That means you're earning because you're taking all your time that you got, and you're generating money with it. And what you need to do is you need to hold that money up and just bank, stack. And then come October, you can come up for air and you can say, damn, okay, now I need to do this, I need to do that, and I need to do this. And, in order to make you be able to stay busy during the winter. So, just a little tip from Ray. I know I'm kind of ranting, it's kind of long here. I didn't mean to make a long video here in the middle of a job, but that's okay. That's what I do every year. Every year I step up. Every single year. I don't replace mowers. I step up. And I don't replace mowers just because. I don't want a mower payment. Never had a mower payment. I don't replace mowers unless there's more trouble than what they're worth. And the mowers that I buy, these Exmark mowers, man, I just put another engine on them, dude. I mean, why would I want to replace the mower? If I had a Skag mower, I'd do the same thing. Why would I want to replace my mower? I would put a damn engine on it, if I felt like it had a bunch of hours on it, and run it another year or two. I just not a firm believer in staying in debt with mowers and stuff. Once you get to a certain mower or a certain echelon of commercial mowers, then it's up to you to be smart with those mowers and be smart with your money, and don't buy new mowers every year. That doesn't make any sense to me, because these mowers, this mower is $13,000, man. I don't want to spend $13,000 every two seasons on a lawn mower. Are you kidding me? No, I'd rather just spend $3,500 every 1,800 hours or so on an engine, or not even $3,500 if I do it myself. So to all these guys that want to replace their mowers at the end of the year, and the mower, nothing's wrong with the mower, and it is a commercial mower. I understand wanting to replace your mower if it's 15 years old and it's got 4,000 hours on it. Yeah, I get that. But I'm thinking I'm liking my mowers for, 5 or 6 seasons minimum, and the more mowers you got, the less hours you put on them. So that's another thing to keep in mind too. Of course, everybody wants shiny new mowers, but it's not good business to do that every year. Not to me. I got enough things I got to make payments on besides the damn mower payment, especially during this winter when you ain't making no money with them. So keep the mowers that you got, as long as they are a top. They ain't even got to be a top, but just a good commercial mower that is nothing's wrong with it, but just got a bunch of hours on it. That's the only thing wrong with it. Drop an engine on it and keep going, man. That's what I do. because it's hard. Do you know how many yards I have to cut to pay for a $13,000 lawnmower? Well, I don't even want to do the math, but it's a whole heap. You know, it's a whole month of work, give or take. So, yeah. And then you got to pay interest and all that crap. So, I just try to be smart with my money during the off season, man. During the season, and so in the off season, I can pull the trigger on stuff. I can make more I can make a more educated decision on how to spend my money because I have time to sit down and think about things. During the summer, it's too freaking hot, and I'm too busy, and I'm too tired to be fooling with trying to make big purchases in the middle of the summer. The only way I'll make a big purchase in the middle of the summer is if I don't know, a truck engine blows up, or a mower goes down and is irreparable. For instance, maybe it fell off the trailer or fell off a retainer wall and bent the frame or something. That's the only way I'm going to buy a new mower. Anyway, this is Ray. Just a few little tips on how I do things in the off season and preparing for the off season. This is Ray, and I'll catch up with you.